Okay. Hello. Okay. Let me get my side started as far as the presentation. Let me. Okay. Here we go. Okay. I got it working. Are we. Everyone can hear me okay? I hope so. Let me look at chat. Okay. There we go. Oh my gosh. It's laggy. Okay, whatever. Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Stellar Maddie, and I'm hosting the panel for today for Piggy Bunny's Nightmare from Team Nightcase. Kane could not be here because he just got his wisdom teeth removed, so that, yeah, he was gonna be here, but he is actually here as far as his presence, but he's not here to speak. But that's okay. But hello, I see people I know. Hello. Okay. Hello, hello. Okay. Here we are. Let me. Hello. Okay. Oh, hello. That just totally. Okay. Okay. So this is our team. Our founders and creators are Mark Mixie, Kane Snaps, and me. I am also the marketing director for Piggy Bunny's Nightmare. And our lead scripter and lead visuals is Izumi. And our animators are Real Countdown, Taylor336622, and Quintrell. I don't know if I said that right. I'm so sorry. And then our visuals and UI is Aventic and Spilled Cola. And our graphic designer is AdLily27, and our lead builder is Term 3 Tricks. And that's our team. That's most of our team. There's also other credits that are also in Piggy Bunny's Nightmare. If you want to go check them out, if you've ever played the game and you're like, ooh, this is cool, then like, oh, there's a credit section in our settings, so you can look at that there. Okay, so a little debrief. Piggy's Bunny's Nightmare is based off of kind of like before everything starts going down. Bunny searches throughout the lab for the last ingredient to a mystery concoction, but then confronts a nightmare version of herself, which is what's chasing you around the map. And then you also end up afterwards in a temple sort of area, solving another puzzle with photos and numbers and things like that. And then you also end up in a nightmare chase later on to kind of chase get chased by those nightmares, I guess. But that's my brief description. I think someone is DMing. Am I getting DMs? Anyway, I also have Izumi here also as well. So Izumi is going to answer more of like the more technical questions about Piggy Bunny's Nightmare because I'm not in that field. But yeah, this is what I have at least. As far as an update log post release, we've added awards such as shards and cash for players to earn when they're completing tasks, kind of how Piggy does as far as, oh, there's Izumi as well. Izumi cannot speak, unfortunately. And there's Kane. Kane physically can't speak. But oh, there's a couple questions in chat. And but we've added rewards such as shards and cash for players to earn, but it will be removed due to a future update, which we will be announcing in a minute. But then we'll also have bug fixes. We have the removal of lockers. If you remember, there was a lock at some point you had to hide in a locker and kind of hide in there to get away from Nightmare Bunny. That has been removed because it just caused too many problems. So we just decided we're just gonna leave that in the past and we're gonna take it out. And then we've also have some minor changes. So here's more of the stuff that we have to announce. What's next? We are going to add a new multiplayer system, which is asymmetrical, meaning both sides are kind of equal. You could say it's kind of like Forsaken, but I think it could be better. I think it's better. In my opinion, I'm biased. And there are abilities for survivors. Yes, yes. How does it? I don't know. You know what? I honestly did not know the definition. Listen. I did not know. I'm bad at definitions for words. Maybe I used the wrong word, but it's more dead. It's more Dead by Daylight than Forsaken is what I really meant. But is also what Izumi said in chat. But also there will also be abilities for survivors and killers, such as like healing or like like a stamina, but there's also will be a stamina system as well in story mode. Story mode will be just playing the game like regular Piggy, and then multiplayer mode, which will be multiplayer mode, and then healing capability only in multiplayer mode, not in what is it, story mode. Sorry if you don't like that, but the abilities will be added as a kit, so it almost kind of be like a bundle in a way, if you kind of think of it that way. That's how I understand it. Azumi can go into more detail about that in chat, but yeah. And then also we have chapter 2. So this is what multiplayer looks like. Where's the this is what multiplayer looks like. Dead by oh my, I'm seeing some funny stuff. This is what it looks like. Can you see my cursor? I don't even know. Oh, you can. Okay. We sort of have this over here. We have carrot thing. Who knows what this could mean? And we have that's little symbol, your health, and then your stamina. This is all demo. This is not official. This can be changed because I said so. And then we also have here the shards right here, and then also the cash. And then what does that mean? I don't know. And then obviously you. And then as far as over here, we have the killer side of it. There's two different sides, the survivor and the killer. This means something. This also means something. So does this. And then we also have health. That's like 1,099. I just ignore that number. You don't have 1,099 health. And then also there's stamina as well. But I think it'll vary. This is all very much a concept that we're kind of adventuring it with. Hopefully, as far as what I've been told, hopefully obviously it'll be coming out next year, but we are thinking early next year. That's the most broad kind of release I can give it. But yeah, that's what I have. And then this is our official leak for chapter 2. I call it leak. Kane calls it teaser. I don't care. Or no, who else calls? I don't remember who calls it teaser. I don't know. But this is chapter 2 map. This is just a little snippet. This will be on Twitter later. And it has a cute little caption. But yeah. This I'm honestly so happy with this. This looks incredible. This is all terms work, so I really do thank our builder because he's truly like incredible. He shocked me so much. Like I've seen other parts of this map and it's so cool. I'm so excited for this one. And I I can't get over how excited I am about this. So yeah. But I love, yeah, you can take a little look at it for a minute. I'll let you all get a little look. And I'm going to read Azumi's message right here. Chapter 1 was a demo. It was originally meant to be like Piggy, but then the idea was scrapped and we started working in the first person system before Decay. Chapter 2 will be much better in comparison to Chapter 1. It'll be more grand and more big. I also had some notes for myself and I just did not look at those notes. And here, did I have anything else that... Hello? Okay, never mind. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did not. Okay. But yeah, that's your little look. This photo will be up on Twitter later. And yeah. Okay. We did not have too much, but I also want to say something before questions start getting asked. This is not inspired. Piggy's Bunny's Nightmare was not originally inspired by Decay or Delirium. We've had this idea. Well, the game as a concept has been an idea since 2021. And then once the story started building up, it started in 2022, 2023. And then we realized, like, once Decay was, like, released, we were like, oh my god, this is so similar. What are we gonna do? And we're like, you know what? Let's just go with it. This was our idea at first. I don't know how long Decay has been an idea, but ours has been an idea for a pretty long time. So none of it really was inspired by Decay or Delirium. I mean, there may have been some factors that kind of were sprinkled in later on, but otherwise, like, as far as lore and story and our, like, concept, that was all our little idea. But Yes. And then to an answer that someone asked or that someone gave for a question from Azumi, whatever. You know what I mean. Um, you can stun the killer or get stunned by them. Your levels can actually change your gameplay in a way. You can gain XP via doing tasks. That differs per map. Stunning the killer or escaping / winning a match on either side. I hope that helps. And then there won't be game modes. It's meant we're not gonna have like player mode or like infection or traitor. We're not gonna have any of that. We're gonna kind of go for our own idea. It's more kind of more multi. We're kind of going in the more multiplayer verse. We're obviously gonna still keep the story mode with a bot, but we're not gonna go more for game modes and such. Um, how unique is each piggy gonna be? That is a Nazumi question, but on from what I would say, I think they would be pretty different. Um, what did I say? There will be more skin. There will be skins for killers, piggies, and survivors. There mostly be cosmetic, though there isn't any imbalance because of limited skins. So there will be, yeah, yeah. You get. I'm saying things that Izumi is saying because they know better than I do because I'm not inversed in that side. I guess you could say. Um, hello, I'm getting anyway. Each piggy will be unique. They can vary on like your gameplay style, like whatever piggy you find easier to use. So like you're I guess how I understand it is you're almost like kind of like in your multiplayer mode, you're kind of building your own piggy. You're not just like, oh, let me sorry if you hear the garage. Let me just kill this player. You're not just doing that. You're not just placing down traps like you do in Piggy. There's also other things like stamina, um, corrupting something the way something works, stopping something, things like that. That's how we're gonna take it. And killers will have a blood-stained red light emitting from them, including a terror radius. And then if you've played Dead by Daylight, you'll know what Izumi is talking about. But I think that'll be pretty fun. Just so you can differentiate the killer and the survivor. Um build I just thought something funny. Um but yeah, you can continue asking questions. Mainly they'll be answered by Izumi. But I'll try to answer the ones I can answer. And even if you have any story or if you have any questions about chapter 1 even, I can try to answer some of those. And then even just like in general, any questions in general. Bro said like forsake. That's what I was told in the group chat. Okay. They said no, and then they said yes, but that's helped me understand it better. And then it's more like Dead. It's also like Dead by Daylight. Um, but yes, what do you enjoy about making Piggy Bunny's Nightmare? Hello. Um, ooh, that's a really good question. Personally, I really like, I guess, the like aesthetic of all of it because it's all like everything I look at as far as PPN, it's all very pretty to me. Like it looks I love the way it looks and that's one of my favorite parts about it, like especially with chapter 2. It looks so pretty and I'm just like I'm so excited about it.
All
Um
right, this is gonna be the
oh my
worst
god.
talking ever, but I'm gonna try my best.
Oh boy.
All right, so I have no gloss in. My mouth hurts, but I just wanted to quickly say something.
Oh god.
um, obviously, oh my god, guys, I'm like going through it right now. Obviously, we appreciate everybody as a supporter, and we will continue to get work done for you guys. We are hiring for anyone who
Oh.
ever is looking to help us because we do need help time to time. And yes, I will be resting, guys. I apologize. I just had to say something real quick. No, I don't. My mouth hurts. My I'm in so much pain. I finally got my pain meds. So hopefully we could talk about that in another time. But I love you all, and I hope everybody has a nice day. I just thought to say something real quick.
Oh, there he goes. Yeah. It's time to take your pit. Sorry, he only understands that one. Um, but um, I did not force him to talk. I told him I would talk, but he decided let me talk. I literally told him don't talk. You're gonna be in pain. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. But I just saw, oh, that's evil. That's evil, Izumi. But anyway, um keep asking questions. I'll keep asking. I'll keep answering as many as I can. And yes, we wish I hope you get well, Kane. Truly do. I will keep sending that one photo in the group chat. Just yeah, he knows what that means. Cuz it's funny. But keep is there scrapped content for chapter 1 that you wish you could have shown? There definitely is some. Ooh, I don't know. Well, I do. Hmm. This is a really old one, but when we start this is doesn't really like it's nothing recent, but like when we more like started the game and like started developing and everything like that. At first, it was me, Mark, and Kane trying to develop things. Obviously, Mark knew what he was doing, right? Me and Kane, we didn't. We had no clue what we were doing. Um, so I decided I was gonna be a striving animator, and there's somewhere in my camera roll, I think it's like late 2021. I used like Moon Animator. Yes, I found it. Um, I used like Moon Animator and I in a dream. I did not know how to use it, and I just like was like, let me let me try. All I could do was make her head nod and make it move. That's all I did, and that was supposed to be like the main. That was supposed to be for Bunny for like the main menu, and it literally was just the stripped Bunny model, and it was meant to more be like Piggy and more to be like, oh, here's a story, less than like, oh, let's branch off this idea and like make it bigger. You know what I mean? Let me see. Will there be bunny lore and will there be a bunny lore chapter, or is Bunny just the Piggy version of her? It's there will be bunny lore. There will be bunny lore. I can say that. Um, if a crappy animation I made in 2021, Billy Hungry got tenuously, then sure you. On it, I have not animated since. By the way, just to let you know, I have not animated since, and I think it's going to stay that way because I don't have time and I don't. Yeah. Anyway, let me read more of this. Oh, was Bunny? Oh, my bad. I read your question wrong. Was Bunny was going to be the main one because we had a friend in 2021. We were when we were making the idea, it was originally like another person instead of Mark. And we all were like, what if we made a piggy game? Who would it be about? And my like one of our friends really loved Bunny, and she was like, we have to do it about Bunny. And we were like, we could make it work. So it was we obviously put out other ideas, but I don't remember those other ideas because that was a really long time ago. But from the start, at least from what we decided, it was always going to be Bunny. But yes. Yes, yes, yes. Um let me see. In an alternate universe it would have been called Tommy's Nightmare. Maybe. Muds and will there be CFCs that focus on other characters in the future? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, it depends how big we expand the lore and like how deep we can go and how deep we can play with it. But maybe I wouldn't put your hopes on one, but if we maybe like think of something, we're like, wait, this character, then maybe we'll expand on it a little more. Um, ooh, that's a good question for Zumi. I like that. I like that question. I'll let Izumi answer that. Is Bunny's nightmare not being able to eat carrots ever again? You know what? Yeah, it could be. It could be just never being able to eat carrots again. I actually, yeah. Honestly, that would be very devastating and it would be very hurtful to the rabbit bunny. Um let me scroll up to see if I miss anything else. Um um Jacob, ask as many questions as you want. We will answer as many as we can. Honestly, here, let me go back to whoop. Let me go back to that if you want to take another look at those two. Will BN have what? Oh my god. Okay, every time I join a stage or at least a Piggy Con panel, I hear the number 6-7 at least twice, and it makes me lose my mind. I feel every single time, guys. I'm not kidding. Anyway, tell me about it exactly. How many chapters will the game have? Hello. Ignore the dog barking if you hear any. It will likely have about what we were thinking is 4 to 6 chapters. We might go more if we're like if we feel a creative spark. But so far, but originally it was 4. Peanut. I'm not answering that question, Peanut. Anyway, is Bunny's ever gonna feel? What is this triple T thing? I don't understand. That's really funny. We should eliminate the number 7. I agree. I agree. Okay.
Excuse me, Miss Maddie. I have a few
Yes.
questions from chat.
Yes. Yes. Of course.
Chat is wondering if it's first of all, is your game connected with the Piggy storyline, or is this an alternate reality?
This is.
You know,
I would say it's kind of more of an alternate reality because we already kind of know most of Bunny's like backstory and everything from Decay and Delirium, which that's kind of what we were gonna go off of, but obviously that didn't really happen because of Decay and Delirium release. But we were thinking of kind of going more a different way with that. So kind of like our own story, our own way of our, I guess, kind of version of Bunny's backstory and Bunny's like how Bunny experiences her nightmares and such like that. That might not be the best way to put it, but that's how I would answer that. But yeah.
all right. Thank you. Another question I have is it possible to get a skin leak, like of a name? Someone said like, can I get a name of the skin, or like,
Ooh.
just like a skin leak or backstory on characters?
Ooh.
I know you said not much about chapter 2,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. I totally get it. Um, I don't think the first thing we wanted to do was get the map done with, but we haven't really started thinking about the skin itself. Well, actually, we have. Have we, King? King can answer more of that one. Um, I think Kane. That's more of a Kane question more than a me question. But once he answers that question, I can definitely say it for everyone else. But yeah, we've started thinking about it a little bit, but we haven't like we don't have a direct like anything we can show so far. But
all right. Someone said, how long will it take for chapter 2
ooh,
to take from beginning to end to escape?
ooh, Kane, do you know the answer to that question? Do you know the answer to that one? Great question. Oh, the leak posted. Let me get off of this one then. Let me go. The leak posted on Twitter. I remember I scheduled it. I hope you guys like the caption because I do. Let me repost it real quick. I hope you like the caption. I thought of that one. T. We'll have to update you on some of chapter 2 information. We can definitely say more as we go down the line because it's still kind of early on, I would say. But it's gonna be, as far as like length, it could still be different from. It could be different from one. Well, it's definitely gonna be different from one. So that's all I know, and that's all I
All right.
can send your way.
Thank you very much.
Of
The
course.
last question I have is any community skins that you like to submit?
Ooh, we were thinking of submitting Nightmare Bunny at least. We were thinking of submitting at least Nightmare Bunny for the community skin contest in Piggy. So we've had a little plan, but then we were gonna do it in the beginning, but then we kind of got busy with other things, so we kind of had to like put it off to the side. But I think we can start to focus on that a little more because I think it'd be fun to have Nightmare Bunny in the game, and Many was very like, yippee, maybe. But that's all I can say. But yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. I'll let you know if there's any more questions.
Of course. Thank you. Any other questions? Ask away. I love answers. These are kind of fun to answer. Can we have Toy Bunny, Withered Bunny, and Phantom Bunny? Yes. No, I'm kidding. Probably not. Sorry. I'm not gonna take FNAF stuff. Love the question. Love the energy. What? Oh, I saw that one. Thank you. Well, oh, these are some interesting ones. I don't know if I can answer some of these. Would y'all ever be open to voice actors? Ooh, yes. I can say that. Yes. Originally, can I say that? I can probably say this. For chapter 1, we were originally going to have a little bit of voice acting throughout the nightmare, but time just kind of like didn't align with us. And we actually did have something set in stone to put in. We may still put it in the future, but we had a little like, I don't know how to explain it, kind of like voices, and they were all voiced by my friends. But we could definitely be open to that in the future. And I did a little bit for Bunny in the beginning, but I don't know, maybe it'll be put in. He still has them. Kane still does have them. But I recorded some cries. Kane kept laughing at me for it, but that's just how voice acting works. But we are very open to voice acting. Yes. How have you not finished Delirium? Is Bunny's Nightmare? I'm not gonna answer anything about the 333. Okay, I'm not gonna answer anything about the 333. Will multiplayer mode have its own chapters at Piggy's? Wrap it up. I will wrap it up, Kane. One more question. I'll take this last one. Will multiplayer mode have its own chapters in Piggy's that won't be shown in story mode? Maybe Piggy's, probably not chapters. That's what I can say. Maybe Piggy's, probably not chapters. Okay, let me go to the last slide. Thank you for attending. Thank you, Piggy Con. Thank you to everyone on the team for Piggy Con for having us and having a panel, letting us host our panel. And also up next, you have interactive Piggy roleplay panel. I will be attending that. I'm very excited. Maddie made that slide in 30. Yeah. Shh. Don't say no. No, I didn't. I made it in 2 days. But yeah, that's all I have. Thank you so much for attending. Thank you for letting us host this panel. And yes, thank you. Thank you so much. But that's all I have. Okay, thank you all for showing up to the panel if you did. Thank you for watching the panel right now here on YouTube if you did. The leak is on Twitter. And